I first noticed something off about Patrick the day he came to my kitchen for the first time. My daughter Elise had been dating him for 7 months, but I barely knew anything about him. She only said he was kind, funny, and that she loved him. Elise was 34, and after everything she had been through, losing her father, taking care of me for years, she deserved happiness. I wanted to believe she had found it. Patrick seemed polite at first. He smiled easily, shook my hand a little too firmly, and looked around my home like he was taking measurements without a tape. I told myself I was imagining it. That first visit, he asked a lot of questions about my house, about my late husband's estate, about my rental property. It all sounded like casual conversation, but later I realized how carefully he was gathering details. Over the next few months, he kept doing it. He asked about my finances, my living situation, whether I had thought about downsizing, whether I had a financial advisor. He even suggested he knew someone who could help manage my estate more efficiently. Something in me didn't sit right. I started writing everything down in a notebook. Every question, every comment. I didn't tell Elise yet because I wasn't sure. And I didn't want to scare her without proof. Then things crossed a line. One day, my doctor's office mentioned someone had called asking about my health and mental clarity, someone identifying himself as Elise's partner. That's when I stopped doubting myself. I called my lawyer immediately. He told me to stay calm, keep documenting, and not confront him. So I did. I also quietly updated my estate protections with my financial advisor, making sure nothing could be accessed or influenced without legal safeguards. Meanwhile, Patrick got bolder. He talked to my family members about estate planning opportunities. He suggested combining assets before the wedding. He even brought documents meant to create shared control over my finances. That was the moment everything became clear. I didn't argue with him. I didn't accuse him. I gathered proof notes, records, documents, and worked with professionals to make sure everything was legally secure. Then I told Elise. I showed her everything, the notebook, the documents, the timeline. I didn't tell her what to do. I just told her the truth. She was quiet for a long time. On the day of the wedding, she asked to speak with Patrick privately. Once she did, she told him it was over. 2 simple sentences, no drama, no debate. And just like that, it ended. The wedding didn't happen. Guests were told there was a family emergency. Elise left with us that night, and we just stayed together. No explanations, no pressure, just support. It wasn't easy. There were no perfect answers, no clean closure. But Elise got something more important back: clarity, safety, and her own voice. Months later, she was healing, working again, smiling again, slowly rebuilding her life. My home is still quiet. My garden still grows. Life continued, as it always does. What I learned is simple. Sometimes danger doesn't look like danger at first. It looks like charm, curiosity, even love. But if you pay attention, the truth shows itself in small moments. And when it does, the most important thing you can do is not look away.